Hello, guys. My name is Rehan. I live in Europe, and I'm not gonna tell you my story. It's a long, long story how I get here. But I would say this that I spent almost 20 years to educate myself, to know the truth, to know what's going on in the world. So basically, what I've learned through years of experience, research, and studying, and all that stuff, humans are very innocent. I'm gonna tell you, what's the maturity? Maturity is when you realize everyone is right through their own perception, through their own belief system. Nobody is wrong. The only thing they are lacking is education. Imagine if something is wrong, you can correct them through conciliation, through psychologists, psychiatrists, and they're gonna be different. So, for example, if you put a person in America and another person in somewhere in Asia, they will have a different mentality, total different belief system, and then at the end they point finger on each other. You are wrong, and that's what's happening in the world right now. So understand this: there are people that doesn't like you, who just wants to rule you, just to govern you, and they will not provide anything. Like for example, it's been years and centuries, and we still don't have the cure for cancer. Same as we have problem diabetes and other medical issues like hormone issue, and that's affecting our body through a very large scale. And the only thing we can do is just go to the doctor, get a prescription, get a medicine, and that keep us more ill. It keep us more down. So what I've learned that the human body is and everybody knows it. We have an immune system that antibodies that recover our body. So what happens is everybody when you are get sick, you go to the doctor, and the doctor will give you a prescription for a medicine, and that medicine is not affecting anything. So what we can do, the only thing you can do, and the doctor will not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you the only thing you need to do to recover yourself, to get the energy and to have that clarity back is to clean your guts. If you clean your guts, there are parasites that are killing you, that are killing your children slowly, but you don't know and nobody's going to tell you what's happening. So clean your guts. And I'm going to tell you three things that's going to eliminate all type of parasites. The first is sweet wormwood, okay? And the second thing is black walnut hull. The black walnut hull is very essential, and the cloves, but fresh one, cloves. So combining these three ingredients, it will eliminate all type of parasite from your body, and you will feel more lighter, more energetic. You will sleep better, you will eat better, and you will see the result instantly. And I think people need to educate themselves about the human body, the human biology, human anatomy. That's very important because that's basic. That's who we are. And if you are not functioning properly, we are not gonna think straight. We're gonna make very bad decisions in our life because our mind is not working properly. You will have more emotions, more stress, more anxiety, and that's gonna lead you to very, very difficult paths. And the other thing is, people need to understand that nobody is wrong, everybody is right on their own perceptions. And if there is something is wrong, and if you're not agree on something on some subject, you need to talk, you need to educate each other instead of fighting each other, and that uh, racist comments and racist, it's happening everywhere. And right now in Europe, there is a lot of things that I've learned through my research. Like, we shouldn't be here. I live in Europe from the past 10 years, but we shouldn't be living here in Europe. Why? Because there is a cultural genocide happening, and we don't know it. Nobody knows it. The cultural genocide, how it's happening, when the war happened in the Middle East and the other countries, they forced us. I am from Afghanistan. My whole life been an immigrant. When the war started in 1979, we moved to Pakistan as an immigrant. We were living there as immigrants, and then kicked us out, and we couldn't afford to live in Afghanistan with that mentality. You know what I'm talking about right now. Who's governing the Afghanistan? it was very difficult for us, but still, my parents, they are still living in Pakistan, and they are kind of scared for they're gonna be moved here and there, and that's why I'm here. That's what got me here to the Europe, to seek protection, to seek a life, so that I can have a better life, for me and for my upcoming generations. So we shouldn't be here. We supposed to be our own country, supporting our own country, our own people. But right now we are here because we were brought here. Not just me. There are different countries, all over the world, and it's gonna create a mess at the end. Europe is gonna lose their identity, and that's what's happening. And I'm telling you, European people, take control back. I am someone, like, I'm living here in Europe, and if in Italy, I live in Italy, and if something happens here, if the wars happen in Italy, I will give my life to the Italian people because they gave me life, they gave me protection, they gave me everything I ever needed. So understand this. People like me who are living abroad, like in the European countries, who have protection, who have legal status, they have to understand that they need to adapt their culture, their identity, to be part of their culture, not oppose your own culture. That way they're going to lose their own identity, and you have to understand, if that happened in your country, what would you do? You would do anything, to eliminate them or kick them out or whatever, because I know, where I'm from, I know, our countries, they don't accept that thing, for you to bring your own culture in my country and then spread your own culture, and be a danger to my own culture. Because right now, like, the people, they come from another country, they're having children, they're spreading their own belief system, and that's kind of dangerous. I think we need to adapt the European culture instead of opposing our own culture, because that's kind of betrayal to the European people, and the European people knows that. And I don't say they are bad people; they are good people, who came here seeking protection. They are also bad people, and they need to be educated instead of discriminated. They came from a war-torn countries. They might not have education, so you need to educate them to make them understand that this is where they're gonna live, and this is how we accept things. They We need to educate them. So be careful, be very careful, everyone. Like, it can happen suddenly. So be part of this society, be supportive, be provider, be part of, if something happens, there are people who doesn't like, likes, whether it's European, it's us, they doesn't like us. So all we can do, unite, wherever you live, just support your own community, just support that country, so they can think that, yeah, we are united, we are together, we are not opposing each other, opposing belief system, or something like that. They should leave behind their own belief system and everything that they carry on with themselves. They need to understand that they are very nice people. I've learned a lot of things from them, especially like how to treat others. When I come here, I was very different guy. I was very aggressive. I had no idea. I was curious. So I've learned a lot of things from them, and who I am or what I am today, I'm very glad. I really appreciate that they gave me this personality, this mentality, through experiences, through meeting new people, understanding new culture and their belief systems, and that gave me clarity that we humans are being manipulated not by the governments but through something else that controls every aspect of our lives. And if you dig deep in the rabbit hole, you will understand everything. You need to focus on yourself to understand who you are, where you are, and where are you heading to. So I think this is gonna be a very special thing for everyone, to understand that we as a human, we have to be united. We have to be one. Otherwise, there's gonna be very difficult times for everyone, for the upcoming times, for the upcoming years. So be united, be one, save humanity, save your own identity. If you cannot live here with your own identity, I would say you need to rethink and understand that you are not living in your own country, and if there is a danger to your identity, you should accept it, you know. And this is how we gonna, my father was in Afghanistan, his father was someone somewhere else, and this is how the humanity works. It doesn't stay in one place. We go around. If war happens, we go to other places. We create love, we create peace, we create humanity, and that's how the human nature works. But right now we are manipulated. We are just, I don't know, like we don't realize like we are separated from each other. We are separated from each other. Nobody cares about anyone. And that's very dangerous. If we lose that humanity, if we lose that unity, we are no more humans. And there is actual documents, that shows that the people who vaccinated through COVID-19, they are not considered humans because their DNA is being manipulated. My DNA is being manipulated. I'm not the same as I was before the COVID. After the COVID, I got vaccinated and I'm not the same. And I know this might happen to you. This happened to you. And right now there is a lot of chances that they're gonna do it again. So be smart, educate yourself, and just understand that there is only hope, and the hope is unity, United Nations, peace and harmony. And that's what's gonna make us humans. That's what humanity is. So thank you for your time, and please like and subscribe. And I hope I will try my best to educate you. Thank you so much.